Hello, and in this video I want to show you, based on the past 15 years of Bitcoin, why it will go up now in the next 6 to 12 months. And no, we're not doing a specific chart analysis where we're drawing some invisible lines on the chart. We're just going to look how does Bitcoin in the fundamentals work, and how do bull runs work as a fundament, and why does Bitcoin always come back and always go higher than it was the last time. So if you want to see what will happen with Bitcoin next 6 to 12 months, stick around and I will show you. So let me move the camera out of the way and then we can get started right away. So now that we have this chart here, we're going to start all the way from the beginning. So we're going to move this here from end of 2024 down to, let's do start of 2010 all the way to 2013. So you can see Bitcoin started out at 50 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, and then we had the first bull run, so to speak, where Bitcoin went from 30, 40, 50 cents up to over $20, which is 1,000x return depending on where you bought on your money. Then we had the first big crash, of course, from $22 to $2-3 down. And then Bitcoin again, for a time it was down in the ditch where no one wanted to buy it, until same thing happened again, the next bull run, the 2014 bull run. From here you can see Bitcoin went from $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 all the way up to $1,000 and then crashed again. Now, why does this always happen? I will get to that at the end when we have the entire market cycle one time explained, the entire 15 years of Bitcoin explained. So what is always important? After Bitcoin crashes, the price always stays higher than was the last time. So here it was at $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. And now after the crash from $1,000, it then consolidates at around $200 to $300. Then we continue. The price goes on, it goes on, it goes on. And then the price again goes up all the way to $19,000. So when we have this part, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, the next bear market for a long, long time. And then we had the next bull run, pretty straightforward, up to almost $20,000. The 2017 bull run. After the 2017 bull run, again, Bitcoin went down from almost 20K down here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7K, depending on what time you're looking at it. And after that big drop again, we again have the next bull run. So to speak, the 2020 and the 2021 bull run, which most of you will probably remember. And again, from here, Bitcoin went from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7K up to 70K. I think the top, to be exact, was 69,000. And then in 2022, Bitcoin dropped again. We had the next bear market. And after that next bear market, now Bitcoin is again at 71K, up, or at 72K to be exact, as we can see here. So Bitcoin is now up from 15, 16K from the lows up to 72K. And why exactly is this happening? This is happening because of the halving. One other thing I want to show you is buying Bitcoin now at 72K is like buying Bitcoin here in end of 2020 at 1920K. Why? Because we have the previous top here. The previous top was here at 20K or almost 20K. And then when you buy just before the next bull run, this is like buying here, and we have all of this more to come. And now we are just above the top of the previous bull run, which was at 69K. So it's basically the same price. And when this will pop in the next 6 to 12 months, then again, this bull run compared to this one will look like the 2017 bull run compared to the 2020 bull run. That's why I think now is a good time to get into Bitcoin, also in general to get into crypto. Now, why is this always happening? Why every 4 years, like clockwork, Bitcoin has a bull run, and then again a long bear market, again a bull run, and then a bear market? Very simple. For that reason, I have this graph here. So this is again the graph just on a log scale, meaning it looks a little different, but it means exactly the same thing. Only we have the halvings all the time. We have the halvings in the graph with us. What does the halving mean? So Bitcoin is mined, for people to understand, is mined very similarly to gold. So you basically have miners that mine Bitcoin, and here you can see the first halving, a miner for every block they mined, they got 50 Bitcoin. And then it got reduced after the first halving to 25 Bitcoin. Then the second halving, the mining rewards got reduced from 25 to 12.5 Bitcoin, etc., etc. What does that exactly mean? Meaning the supply, there's coming 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes to the market during this period, during this first period. And then when demand stays the same, but supply gets cut in half, obviously there's a price shock and the price goes up. Now with Bitcoin, there's always an overreaction of the price shock, meaning when the supply is being cut in half, but the demand stays the same, price should go up, yes, but then because of FOMO and other factors, monetary policy, global economics, the price spikes up like crazy, and then Bitcoin is in overvalued territory. And then after that overvalued territory, Bitcoin needs a cool-off period. And a cool-off period is then what we see in these long drawn-out bear markets when not much happens. Right now, we are not in a cool-off period. We are in a bull market, and we can see the halving that we have here. This was now beginning or mid-April was the fourth halving. So that meaning the fourth halving beginning mid-April, that was, to be exact, that was somewhere around here. This time, Bitcoin went up before the halving, which is the first time that this has happened. But historically, we can see about 6 months after the halving, Bitcoin pops up. And so April, we are now end of October, beginning of November, December, that's when Bitcoin is supposed to pop. And we are now just months away from Bitcoin really doing the next big move. And for that is the reason why I recommend everyone of you to get into Bitcoin or get into cryptocurrencies in general. Start reading up on it, start watching some more YouTube videos about it, so you're not missing out on this next move. So something else I want to talk about today is, so if you're thinking, I want to get into crypto, what coin should I buy? For that, I have created this one portfolio. Now I created this portfolio 2 weeks ago. Of course, not much has happened. We started with $100,000. You can see the profit is 2%, 1.92%. It's not really performing yet. As said, it's 2 weeks ago, and we're just about where Bitcoin is going to pop. When we go down, let me show you. These are the coins that I have. Right now, the portfolio is still relatively Bitcoin heavy, meaning we have about 50% of everything in Bitcoin. Over the coming weeks, I will reduce the Bitcoin amount and transfer more of the Bitcoin into altcoin amounts, as I think altcoins will start to outperform Bitcoin in the next 6 months. So, but for everyone who does not know anything about crypto, I would highly recommend to check out these coins. Again, don't just buy them. Do your research of these coins, understand how they work, understand how the supply works, understand what is the purpose of the coin. These are not meme coins. All of the coins in here, they have a purpose. There's a project behind them, some bigger, some smaller. But I think this is a fair distribution of how, if I had a $100,000 portfolio, how I would distribute it among these coins. Now, that is the end of this video. If you have any questions or anything else, comment. Of course, like and subscribe, everyone. And then I'll see you for the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.